Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to day 2 of our study.
Back to school, Bible style.
We are so glad that you are joining us today. Remember that any of the material that we're giving to you guys, feel free to use that as a Sunday school lesson or with your kids. Nothing is copyrighted. It's all free. We want you to be equipped to use whatever we have. So with that being said, today our topic is...
Bible art class.
Now, some people, if you're an arty person, like art class was it. You loved art. Art was so much fun.
I don't have artistic ability. I have creative mind, but I don't have like artistic ability.
I think you're artistic.
Well, no, but that's why I taught preschool, because like preschoolers, you draw a cat and it looks like a weird pig, and they're just like, it's a cat, we love it, you did great.
Well, artistic can mean a lot of different things. But
Right.
I know many of the denominations out there right now have just got done doing their national arts programs, and a lot of kids got to go and compete and do a lot of wonderful things.
And those categories are so cool. Like they're just expanding, I feel like, every year. I mean, you can sing, you can act out something, you can do like dance, you can draw, you can paint. I think there's even like poems and maybe short stories.
Oh yeah, all kinds
Like,
of stuff.
it's amazing. And then just like really talented kids.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing of those denominations know. I mean, people know that God uses art. It's part of his, part of him. He loves the ability of expression.
Right. And I love that those kids, like in those denominations, are making a way for kids to like foster that ability and like grow that ability like spiritually in a spiritual atmosphere.
Right.
You know, I love that.
Yeah.
And like use that for God's glory.
I mean, how many of you out there have ever had that, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life? Maybe you're an artistic kid. You thought, I'm just going to paint and I'm going to make a living painting.
And my sister said that. Tab, if you're watching.
Yeah.
She always said that she was going to paint and sell paintings in my mom's front yard. Like when she was a little bitty girl.
I say do it. I
And
think
she
it's
did.
fun.
We sold them at a yard sale one time, like years later. And we're like, life dream. You made it.
Check that off the list. Next. Yeah.
But she's naturally so artistic. Like
Right.
she's amazing.
Well, now you grew up thinking you were going to be a pop star.
Oh, probably. Yeah, that was like every 10-year-old.
Probably.
Like every 10-year-old's like just dream.
Like total avoid. Like, I'm not saying like,
You don't want to hear me sing. It's not pretty.
well, I think it is. I think it's a joyful
very
noise unto the
kind.
Lord.
And all the churches. That's the rough part about being an evangelist's wife, is because we go to churches and they're like, "Well, your wife sings." I'm like, "No, I don't."
Nope.
Nope.
No.
You don't want to hear that.
Anyways, moving from that, that just seems like a minefield that you've set up here, and I've got to be careful what I say going out.
It's okay.
You know?
It's okay.
And I'm not smart enough to get through this without losing a limb here. So, going back to the arts part of it, everybody's had that opportunity to learn to find a facet to express themselves.
Oh, for
I feel
sure,
like
yeah.
everybody has that,
Yeah.
or at least a dream of being able to do that. And watching famous singers or famous painters or anybody who's doing an art-based thing, you could like your spirit soars when they do.
Yeah.
Like you ever see someone who's just like thrashing a guitar and it's like, and you're just like,
Right. Like art is inspirational.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to watch somebody do their artistic thing and not be inspired by it.
right. When someone soars in what they're gifted in, boy, it builds you up. It makes you want to fly. I mean, that's how I feel. Mom used to listen to classical music all the time, and there was one classical number, and I don't remember who did it. I thought it was, well, I'm not even going to say because I'm going to say his name wrong, but it was one of those things where when you're listening to it, you could hear the pictures, you could hear color, you could hear the birds, you could see, and then it was like these moments where the music would swell and it would just almost take your breath away whenever you would get lost into it. And all of that is a gift from God. God saying,
Absolutely.
I'm going to use art to get your emotions because I want you to be involved in this. And some people say, well, emotions, because there are people who will manipulate individuals' emotions to get something from them or to make them feel a certain way, and we see that through videos and movies and TV shows.
Yeah.
But God also uses that for us to be able to get in connection with Him.
Well, yeah. And I think when you look at the world, it's hard not to be moved by a beautiful sunset or like a gorgeous flower. Like those are like breathtaking, like splendor things that God has created. And so why would His creation not be
in
Why,
awe.
why would we not try to mimic that and walk in that same creative, artistic,
Yeah,
yes.
I agree. So with that, let's go to Exodus 31, verse 1 through 11.
Yeah, and so a little just background of what's going on here is this is part of the speech that God is giving to Moses while he's up on the mountain for 40 days with God. So the Israelites have just said, hey, we will follow you. The covenant has been restored. So God says to Moses, come on up. I'm going to give you the tablets of the 10 Commandments, and I'm going to explain to you in great detail, many, many, many chapters, how exactly I want you to build the tabernacle and all of its contents, or the tent of meeting.
Tent of meeting.
Tent of meeting. And all of its contents so that I can dwell among you.
Yeah.
And so this is the basins, this is the altars, this is everything. There's a lot of stuff. And so he's given great detail. I mean, this is supposed to be splendor things. Like these are ornate carvings. This is going to be gold overlaid. This is,
All the
skills and skills
utensils.
and skills. And then remember that what have the Israelites been doing up until this point for work? What has been their main occupation?
Picking up manna. I mean, that's.
Well, even before this,
like in Egypt.
yeah.
Building bricks.
Yeah, so it's not like they've got generations of artisans here.
No, they built bricks.
They've been slaves
Mud, straw.
until they were too
Clay.
tired, and then they went home and they slept and did it again.
Yeah.
This is not like generations of like my great grandfather was a gold worker, and they don't have that.
I really like that accent. That was
Thank
really
you.
good.
Yeah.
My great grandfather.
And so you have to think about that context too.
Well, yeah, they were slaves. They were.
And so Moses has got to be hearing all of this and probably be a little overwhelmed of like, this is a lot of detail, God. Like,
Yeah. And yet, I do believe that this man or these individuals, I'm sure that they did in Egypt have a hand in something similar to this.
they may have.
But I don't believe it would have been to the level that God would expect for his house.
Right.
Okay.
And so here we come into chapter 31, verse 1, and it says, Then the Lord said to Moses, See, I have chosen Bezalel, son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and I have filled him with the Spirit of God.
That's the first time, as far
We
as I
think.
remember, that's the first time it says in the Bible that there's a person filled with the Spirit of God.
Yeah.
And it's right here, God saying, I have filled an artisan with my Spirit, so he's able to build my dwelling.
So he says, with the Spirit of God, with wisdom, with understanding, with knowledge, and with all kinds of skills, to make artistic designs for work in gold, silver, and bronze, to cut and set stones, to work in wood, and to engage in all kinds of crafts. Moreover, I have appointed Aholiab, son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, to help him. Also, I have given ability to all the skilled workers to make everything I have commanded you.
So that's an interesting thing because Bezalel he's the one that God says, I put my Spirit in him. I've also got this other guy who's really good too. He's going to be like number 2. And then everybody underneath them, they are all going to be given the ability to
Yeah.
follow out those things.
And you think, like, we know, like, woodworkers who have spent their whole life, like, honing their craft to be as amazing as they are now. And you think about, like, this wasn't just one skill.
Right.
Like, he was supernaturally empowered to not just have excellence in one skill, but to have excellence in multiple skills.
Yeah, this is a divine acceleration of his understanding, wisdom, and skills in those areas.
Yeah, and I wanted to point that out because every single one of these 5 days that we're doing, there's miraculousness to it.
Yeah.
Like this is not just a man who was a good artist.
Right.
Like he was supernaturally empowered to be excellent at what he was doing.
Right. Right.
You know?
And we need to understand that when God asks us to do artistic things, we need to lean in and say, God, I'm going to do it, but I need you to do your supernatural work.
Right. And I think it's that thing of when God calls you to something, he equips you.
Yeah.
He said, this is what I want. And so he didn't just give this long list of rules and and expectations just for the Israelites to fail at it.
Right.
He says, no, I'm going to give you all of this very specific detail, and then I'm going to enable you to do it.
Right. And that's the thing, though. This man walked with the Spirit of God in him.
Mm-hmm.
It was a co-work.
Yes.
He did it together with God.
Joint. Yes.
And oftentimes, we'll do this little thing, and then we're gonna try to get this under 15 minutes. Oftentimes, we're gonna be kind of like Bezalel, where God tells us to do something, and the Spirit of God is with us, and Jesus says, "Let us do this together." And we will do something for the glory of God. But then people say, "Wow, you did a good job." We will often flip that back and say, "Oh, it was all God. It was all Jesus. I did that yesterday or the day before yesterday."
Right.
And here's what my caution to you is. When we, as vessels of God, redeemed people, redeemed children of God, when we put ourselves down, that doesn't bring God glory. However, if we run around gloating, look how good I am and what I do.
Right. That gives ourselves all of the glory.
Yeah, that's rivaling God. That's
Right.
saying I deserve all the glory here. There's a balance, a sweet spot here where Christ says, I want you to co-labor with me. And, a worker's worth is higher. You don't muzzle the ox. There's a certain amount of honor that you need to receive for yourself. So you will keep going and striving for excellence. So you will keep moving forward. But you don't do that in a place of that I would receive it. But understand that whenever Jesus is exalted, it exalts his Father in heaven. And we as children of God need to understand that when people compliment us, say good job at doing that, we receive a fair portion of that, sharing that with
Right.
Jesus, saying,
Yeah.
because of you, we received this compliment about this thing. And we're giving him glory, but we're also not sitting back there saying, I'm just a worm, I'm just a worm.
Right. It's saying, no, hey, I get it. Like, yeah, God gave me the ability to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful for it.
Yeah. Boy, there's
Yeah.
there's a balance there.
Yeah.
And we've all seen artistic people who,
Yeah, they got prideful.
showboat,
Yeah.
get prideful, look at me, well, I'm just so good at this. And
Right.
it's almost like, well, that automatically bad
Well,
taste in your mouth.
look at the just music industry. How many people in the music industry started out singing church worship?
Right.
Like that's almost everybody's backstory.
Feels like
I
it
mean,
sometimes.
especially if you're watching, some of the shows on TV where they're it's the competition singing shows. Like all of them were started out singing in my church, and
Yeah.
then they're singing awful songs
Yeah.
that do not glorify the Lord.
You're going, what are you doing?
And it's this was a God-given gift.
Yeah. Yeah. And when it becomes about you, you'll use it for your gain. But when it's about God and Jesus, you'll allow the honor to come, but you're always going to make sure that honor is projected back to God.
Right, and your happiness and joy comes from seeing what you've done get that fruit to be able to glorify the Lord.
Right.
You know?
And think about the elders in heaven who take the crowns that they received for what they did on this earth and they place it before Jesus. They are constantly doing that. If they said, "Oh, I don't deserve a crown," no, I don't get a crown.
And they wouldn't
Give
have
Jesus the
anything
crown.
to give. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of God. This is what I've done, and I'm going to receive that. I did do it,
Right. I know I did this by my hands
but it's not mine.
through your spirit, and I'm giving it back.
Boy, if that doesn't melt your mind butter, I don't know what will. That's a
Yeah.
whole I want to receive what people say, and I want to receive it. But the Bible says that they will see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that they will see God work through you. I mean, they will. But it's that thing of by co-laboring with Jesus is saying, I'm going to do good things for God. When people say, you did good, it's yes. Can you imagine if I tried to do this on my own, though?
Right.
Let me tell you about Jesus empowered me to do that. So there's a balance there. Being somebody who says, I received that I did do it, but I did it through the power of Jesus Christ with him. I co-labored with him in this for the glory of God.
That's right.
So that's it. The bearing is it's for God. Yes, I receive the honor that I did it, but I did it for God. It's It's that positioning. I did it for God. My posture it was for God instead of for myself and to build my name.
Yeah.
So as we talk about that, we finish up. Know that we love you guys. We care about you. Whatever God's called you to do, ask him to super duper fill you with the Spirit to do it better.
Empower you, yeah, with these artistic things. That's amazing.
Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about
PE.
If that was your favorite subject, we hope you tune in. We hope you enjoy it. Because we're going to be talking about a physical education study
Yeah, physical feat.
that you're not.
That was amazing.
Yeah, totally amazing. You
Again, everything in this miraculous.
Yeah, because that's who God is. He's miraculous. Hope you're enjoying the study. Hope you enjoy our tangents. We're trying to keep them under 20 minutes or so. All right, anything else?
Nope.
Know you're loved, know you're cared about, and know that God wants to use you in an artistic way to change the world. So lean into Him. Tell Him, God, how can I do it? Ask Him to give it to you, to supernaturally do it in the Holy Spirit. And we'll see you tomorrow.